I have told you.
Digestive enzymes.
Very good. What a great answer. Salivary gland produces digestive enzyme. Name that enzyme, beta. Name that enzyme. It produces salivary amylase, है ना? Which convert what starch into maltose. Okay. Okay. Today we will try to complete the digestion part. Okay. Physiology of digestion. We have done salivary gland and we have done what, beta? The other
Liver.
one, liver. Okay. Salivary gland produces which enzyme? Salivary amylase, and the liver will produce which enzyme? Liver will produce which enzyme, beta? Liver do not produce any enzyme. I have told you it. Liver produces bile juice which do not contain any enzyme, है ना? Okay. So liver produce which juice, beta? Bile juice which do not have any what, beta? Any kind of enzymes. Okay. Today we will discuss third gland. Today we will discuss our third gland, that is gastric gland. Have you heard about this gland, gastric gland?
Yes.
Any one of you? Okay. Please tell me about this gland, gastric gland. Okay. Let me tell you. Gastric gland is present in the walls of stomach. Where it is present? In the wall of stomach. Okay. This gland is present in the wall of stomach. Suppose this is your stomach. Suppose this is your stomach. Okay. Stomach look like this. In the wall of stomach, there are some gland which are known as what, beta? Gastric gland. These are known as gastric gland. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Gland is also an organ. So it is made up of many type of cell. Okay. So gastric gland have three type of cell. How many type of cell? Three type of cell. Okay. Three type of cell. You don't need to remember the name of the cell. Okay. You don't need to remember the name of the cell. But how many cells are present inside the gastric gland? Three types. Three types of cells are present. The first one is mucous neck cell. Okay. Mucous neck cell. Arshia, have you read this chapter?
We started, but then we didn't do this one.
Okay. You have to wait for the next session. We will start with what is the next topic in this chapter? Respiration.
I think respiration.
So we will start with respiration in next session. That you will be easily understand.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Mucous neck cell. The first one is mucous neck cell. The second cell present in the peptic in the gastric gland is peptic or chief cell. What? Peptic cell. Peptic cell. And the third cell is parietal cell. What, beta? Parietal cell. Okay. How many of you know that in our stomach there is acid? How many of you know that in our stomach there are some acid? Which acid is present inside our stomach?
Hydrochloric acid.
HCl. Very good. Hydrochloric acid. Why hydrochloric acid is important? Why hydrochloric acid is important? It is important to digest food. It is important to digest food. Okay. You don't need to remember the name of the cell. Okay. You don't need to remember the name of the cell. Okay. Mucous neck cell will secrete mucus. What will it secrete? It will secrete mucus. What is mucus? Mucus is a slimy liquid. Mucus is a slimy liquid which is basic in nature. Basic in nature. You know acid, base, and salt. Na? You have studied in chemistry. Acid, base, and salt. So okay. So mucus is what, beta? Basic in nature. HCl is a strong acid or a weak acid? Arshia? HCl is a strong acid or a weak acid?
Strong.
It is a strong acid. It can burn our what, beta? It can burn our stomach wall. Okay. So to protect this stomach wall, we required what, beta? We required some base. Okay. So which base is provided by what, beta? Mucus. So mucus will coat the lining of the what? Lining of our wall.
Stomach wall.
This mucus will protect the wall from burning. So what is the function of mucus? Protect the what beta? Stomach wall. It will protect the stomach wall from burning. Okay. Now, what will peptic cell secrete? It will secrete very important enzyme. It will secrete very important enzyme. That is pepsin. Have you heard about this enzyme, pepsin?
Yeah.
Okay. It is a very important enzyme. It helps in digestion of protein. And what is parietal cell will secrete what beta? I have told you in stomach there is what beta? There is some hydrochloric. What is HCl? Which what is the full form of HCl?
Hydrochloric
acid. Okay. So in the stomach there is what beta? Hydrochloric acid. This hydrochloric acid is secreted by what beta? Parietal cell. So parietal cell will secrete what beta? HCl. Why HCl is important? Why HCl is important? Can any one of you tell me the role of HCl? Okay. Let me
I know,
write
but
down
I don't
for you.
remember.
Okay, let me write down for you. It makes the food acidic. HCl is a acid, so it can make the food acidic. It makes the food acidic. Okay, which is important for the digestion of protein. For the digestion of protein. Okay. So what is the role of HCl? It will convert the food in it will make the food acidic, and acidic food is important if we want to digest the protein. If you want to digest the protein, we require what beta? HCl. Okay. Okay. What will pepsin do? What is the role of pepsin? Let me write down for you. We have eaten what beta? Protein. We have eaten what? Protein. Okay. HCl will, what will pepsin do? Pepsin will convert this protein. Into what beta? Into proteose. Into what beta? Into something called as peptones and proteose. What beta? Proteose plus peptones. Is this absorbable form? Is a proteose or peptones absorbable form?
I guess so.
I have already told you, Hamna and Sarah, the absorbable form of protein is what beta? Amino acid. Protein is made up of what? Very, very small unit, which is called amino acid. The absorbable form of protein is what? Amino acid. Okay. So is this absorbable form? Is this proteose and peptones?
No.
No. Okay. So we have to further convert this into what beta? Amino acid. Okay. So what will happen in our stomach? What will happen in our stomach? Okay, in our stomach, what gastric gland will produce what beta? Mucus, enzyme called pepsin and HCl. What will pepsin do? It will convert the protein into what beta? Into smaller units, into small fragments called proteose and peptones. Are you able to understand this?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any doubt, please ask me. And
Sir, what is the spelling of proteose? What did you wrote?
Proteose.
Okay. So then.
Can I change the slide, all of you? Okay. I have talked about salivary gland. I have talked about liver. I have talked about gastric gland. Okay. Now we will talk about. Have you heard about pancreas?
Yeah.
Pancreas. Okay. Now we will talk about pancreas. Okay. So the fourth gland associated with digestion is what beta? Is pancreas. Okay. So what will pancreas secrete? Pancreas is a gland, so it will secrete digestive juice. So pancreas will secrete what? Secrete pancreatic juice. Which kind of juice beta? Pancreatic juice. In where will it secrete the pancreatic juice? In which part of alimentary canal this pancreatic juice will be secreted? Alimentary canal start from where? Mouth. It will
Mouth.
follow by
Buccal cavity.
esophagus or buccal cavity. Then it will enter into what? Esophagus. Then it will alimentary canal leads to beta stomach. Then it will enter into small intestine, then large intestine. So pancreatic juice will enter in which part of alimentary canal? Enters in stomach. Where will pancreatic juice enter? It will enter into what beta? Stomach. It will enter into what beta? Stomach. Okay. Pancreatic juice contains it contains enzymes. It contains enzymes. Okay. It contains enzymes. Enzyme. Which enzymes are present in pancreatic juice? Any one of you know any enzyme present in pancreatic juice?
No, sir.
What are the enzymes present in pancreatic juice? Okay, let me write down for you. Trypsinogen. What beta? Trypsin. The first important enzyme you have to remember present in pancreatic juice is trypsin. What beta? Trypsin. Okay. The second important enzyme is pancreatic amylase. You have heard about what beta? You have heard about
Salivary.
salivary amylase. What is the function of salivary amylase? It converts carbohydrate that is starch into maltose. Yes
Yeah.
or no? So what will pancreatic amylase do? It will perform the same function. It will perform the same function. Convert the starch into maltose. What is the name of the third enzyme? What is the name? What is the other name? The third enzyme present in pancreatic juice is lipase. Okay. So let me write down the function for each of these. What is the function of trypsin? What is the function of trypsin? It will help in digestion of protein. Help in digestion of proteins. Digestion of proteins. Okay. What is the function of pancreatic amylase? Help in digestion of what beta? Carbohydrate. Carbs. Carbohydrate. And what will lipase do? I have already told you the function of lipase in previous class. I have told you the function of lipase in previous class. I guess so. Help in digestion of beta fat. Help in emulsification of fat. What beta? Emulsification. Emulsification of fat. What is the meaning of emulsification of fat? What is the meaning of emulsification of fat? Same, digestion of fat. Emulsification means digestion. Okay. Digestion of fat. Digestion of fat. Digestion of fat. Okay. Please write down these.
You're done.
Done. Now we will talk about the last gland. I have already told you the food will enter into what beta? Mouth. Then food will go to buccal cavity. Buccal cavity where our teeth and tongue is present. Then food will enter into what beta? Esophagus or food pipe. Esophagus or food pipe. Then food will enter into what beta? Stomach. Then food will enter into stomach. Okay. Then from stomach the food will enter into what beta? Small intestine. Small intestine. Digestion of food is completed at which part of alimentary canal?
Small intestine.
Small intestine. Hamna, I have told you there are 3 parts of small intestine. Can you name them? What are the various parts of small intestine? I have told you small intestine have 3 parts. The first part is called duodenum.
Yeah.
The second part is Sarah. What is the second part?
Jejunum.
Jejunum. And what is the third part? Ileum. Ileum. Where exactly digestion is completed? The digestion of food completed at jejunum. digestion completes. Digestion completed. Okay. Completed. Okay. Then food will enter into what beta? Large intestine. Okay. So you can see that the digestion of food also happens in what beta? Small intestine. You can see digestion of food also happens in small intestine, where in duodenum and jejunum. Okay. So in a small intestine, suppose let me draw. This is a food pipe. Suppose this is a stomach. Okay. Suppose this is a C-shaped duodenum. उसके बाद this very coiled part is called what beta? This coiled part is called small intestine. Yes or no? I have make
Yes, sir.
I've already make this diagram a lot various times. And this part is called what beta? Large intestine. Large intestine. This like look like this. Okay. So you can see small intestine also have some glands. Okay. Small intestine also have some glands. Okay. We will talk about that gland. So the last gland is called intestinal gland. What beta? Intestinal gland. Where is this gland present? Intestinal gland is present at in what beta? Intestine. Okay. These are present. These are present in what beta? These are present in intestine. These are present in intestine. Okay. Intestine. Small intestine. Which type of intestine beta? Small intestine. Okay. Small intestine. Okay. Secrete. It will secrete what beta? It will secrete intestinal juice. What beta? Intestinal juice. It will secrete intestinal juice. It is not a juice which you can drink. Okay. It will secrete which juice beta? Intestinal juice. This juice contains enzyme. Contains what beta? Contains enzyme. Contain. It have various enzymes. Okay. Enzymes. Which type of enzymes? Let me write down for you. It have enzymes like dipeptidase. Enzymes like dipeptidase. Dipeptidase. It have enzymes like maltase. 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 It have enzymes like lipase. Okay. So it has three enzymes. Dipeptidase, it will help in digestion of protein. Okay. Maltase help in digestion of carbohydrate. And lipase help in digestion of what beta? Fat. Please write down this, then we will move forward.
So done.
Done. Okay. Now, Arshia, now you will be able to understand a concept of digestion. Okay.
Okay,
Now
sir.
we will please focus from now on. Okay. Now we will try to understand the physiology of digestion. What beta? Physiology of digestion. What this means? How digestion occurs? Physiology of digestion. What does this mean? How digestion occurs? Okay. So first you will put the food inside what beta? Mouth. You will put the food inside your buccal cavity where teeth and tongue is present. Okay. So first, where will food go? Food will enter into what beta? Mouth. Okay. Through mouth, we put the food inside. We put the food inside our body. Inside our body with the help of inside our body through mouth. Inside our body through mouth. What is mouth? This is space. There can you see a opening between two lips, lower lips and upper lips? There is a opening. This opening is called what beta? Mouth, through which I will put the food into this cavity, which is called what beta? Buccal cavity. So after mouth, the food will enter into what beta? After mouth, the food will enter into what? Buccal cavity. Buccal cavity. What will happen into buccal cavity? What will happen into buccal cavity? There are two type of digestion will happen. In buccal cavity, two type of digestion will happen. First kind of digestion is called mechanical digestion. What beta? Mechanical digestion. Mechanical digestion. And the second digestion is called beta chemical digestion. What beta? Chemical digestion. Mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. What is mechanical digestion? Mechanical seems to be familiar. It seems like something related with physics, mechanics, mechanical force. You must have heard this in physics. Okay. First, understand what will you do? We take the food and put in our mouth. What we do? We chew the food. Yes or no? We chew the food with the help of our teeth, like this. This chewing of food is called what beta? Mechanical digestion. What is our aim? What is our aim? To convert the bigger food particle into what beta? Smaller food particle. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So by chewing with the help of our teeth, we break the food into smaller particle or not? Yes or no? Okay. So this is called mechanical digestion. Digestion with our teeth. What will teeth do? Teeth will grind the food. Grind the food. Okay. What is chemical digestion? बिरयानी का जब नाम लेते हैं तो वी हैव माउथ फुल ऑफ वाटर्स, है ना, जो भी फेवरेट डिश होता है. तो केमिकल डाइजेशन है, वी यूज enzymes. Okay, beta, we have saliva in our mouth. Yes or no? We have saliva in our mouth. Yes or no?
Yes.
I have told you salivary gland present in cheek produces saliva in mouth. Yes or no? This saliva have what beta? An enzyme called salivary amylase. So suppose you are eating a food which have carbohydrate. So in chemical digestion, what will happen? Suppose you have eaten what beta? Carbohydrate. Suppose starch. So starch will be converted into what beta? It will convert into maltose. I have told you starch is made up of very long unit. Starch is a very long unit made up of many small glucose molecules. And maltose is made up of how many glucose molecules? It is made up of 2 glucose molecules. It will require an enzyme which is called as salivary amylase. So what will happen? You will put the food inside the mouth, then it will enter into buccal cavity. In buccal cavity, there will two type of digestion will occur. First one is mechanical digestion. It will occur with the help of teeth. You will grind the food with the help of your teeth. This is called mechanical digestion. And the saliva in your mouth have a very important enzyme which is called salivary amylase. This salivary amylase will convert starch into what beta? Maltose. What is starch? Starch is basically carbohydrate. What is starch? Starch is a type of carbohydrate. Are you able to understand this or not?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now where will food go? Food will go into food pipe. What beta? Food pipe. Okay. Please write down this. Then I will move forward. Then you all can take the screenshot if you want. Okay, I can show you the slides. Okay, now the food will enter into what, Arshia? Hamna. Food will enter into what beta? Third, food will enter into food pipe. Food pipe. What will happen in food pipe? No digestion will occur. In food pipe, no digestion will occur. No digestion will occur. ठीक है? Food pipe में कोई digestion नहीं होगा. Food will enter into what beta? Stomach. No digestion will occur. Only movement of food will take place. 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 Okay. After food pipe, where will our food go? After food pipe,
Small intestine.
in small intestine. No, it will go into what beta? After food pipe, mouth, then buccal cavity, then esophagus. It will
Esophagus.
enter into stomach beta. It will enter into what beta? Stomach. Where will food enter? Food will enter into which part of the alimentary canal? It will
Stomach.
enter into stomach. Okay. So now food will enter into what beta? The fourth part of our digestive system, that is stomach. Stomach. Okay. What will happen in stomach? What will happen in stomach? Constant mixing of food will take place. Suppose this is stomach. Can you see? Suppose this is stomach. Inside there is a food. Inside this there is a food. Have you seen mixie? Used to mix the spices or blend the spices.
Yes.
What will happen in mixing? All the components ingredient will rotate. Yes or no? So inside this, suppose this is stomach. Inside stomach, the food will what? The food will mix thoroughly with what beta? We have hydrochloric acid or not in stomach.
Yeah.
So inside stomach, food will mix thoroughly with what beta? With hydrochloric acid, and constantly food will move inside the stomach, and it will convert into paste-like substance. I will write down all this for you. Okay. Churning movement of food will take place. What is the meaning of churning movement? What is the meaning of churning movement? Movement like mixing, movement which happens in mixing. Okay. Churning movement of food will take place. Yani churning movement means mixing of food. Okay. Let me write down it another way. Mixing of food. What beta? Mixing of food will take place. Okay. What will happen? Mixing of food will takes place, which will convert the food into what beta? Which will convert the food into a paste-like substance, which will convert the food into what beta? Food into paste-like substance. Okay. Paste-like substance, which is called what beta? It can be asked in your examination, which is called time. Which is called beta? Time. So your teacher may ask you what is time. So you can say time is a paste-like food present inside our stomach. Yes or no? Are you able to understand the meaning of time? What is time? It is a paste-like food. It is a paste-like food present inside our stomach. How is this? How time is formed? Time is formed by the churning movement of stomach. Okay. Churning movement of food will take place. Okay. Now, what will which juices are present inside the stomach? Which juices are present inside the stomach?
Bile juice.
Bile juice. I have told you in stomach will receive. Let me write down for you. Stomach will receive how many juice? Sorry. Stomach will receive what beta? Bile juice. What beta? Bile juice. Okay. Then stomach will receive what? Another juice, which is called pancreatic juice. So how many juice will stomach receive? Two juice. Two. Bile juice.
There's third one also, right?
Sorry.
There's third one also, right?
That will be part of a small intestine. Okay. That juice will be secreted in small intestine, not in stomach. The stomach will receive how many juice? Bile juice from liver. Okay. Acha, where does bile store? Bile is stored in gallbladder. Okay. And pancreatic juice is received from pancreas. Pancreas. Okay. Okay. We have started our digestion journey from mouth and buccal cavity. What happened in buccal cavity? In buccal cavity, we have converted carbohydrate into what beta? Maltose. Is maltose absorbable form? Can maltose be, suppose this is a blood vessel, suppose this is a blood vessel, suppose this is a blood vessel, okay. Can maltose enter into blood vessel? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No, beta, I have told you, maltose is not a small form. We have to convert this into what, beta? Smallest form. Okay, so maltose cannot enter into what, beta? Maltose cannot enter into blood vessel. We have to convert maltose, break maltose further. We have to break maltose further to absorb this. Okay, so in mouth, in our buccal cavity, we have started a digestion of what, beta? Carbohydrate. Okay, what will happen in stomach? Digestion of protein will take place. Digestion of protein will take place. Digestion of protein will take place. Okay, you are right. In stomach there is a third gland. Sorry, I forgot. I have already told you. Gastric gland. Yes or no? I have told you
Yeah.
gastric gland. Please see this. I have told you, na, gastric gland present in the wall of stomach is, it has 3 types. What is the main cell here? Peptic cell, which secrete what, beta? Very important enzyme. What is this enzyme is called? Pepsin. Pepsin help in digestion of what? You can see here. It help in digestion of which food? Protein. Okay. So what will happen inside stomach? In stomach, food will store here for 4 hours. Food will store. Food will. I have. Can I write down a point here? In stomach,
Yeah.
in stomach, food will be present for how many hours? Present for around 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours minimum. Okay. Okay. So in stomach, how many hour food will stay in stomach? For 4 hours, food will stay in stomach. What will happen in stomach? Digestion of protein will take place. Which juice will help in the digestion of protein? Which gland will help in the digestion of protein? Arshia, Sarah, please see here. I have told you
Peptic.
pepsin will help in digestion of protein. Pepsin will help in digestion of protein. And pepsin is secreted by which gland, beta? Gastric gland. Okay. So which gland is important in stomach? Which gland is important? This is important. Gastric gland. So gastric gland will release what, beta? Gastric gland will release pepsin, very important enzyme. And what will pepsin do? So this pepsin will convert this protein into what, beta? Protein into proteose plus peptones. Which important enzymes is responsible for this? Pepsin. Pepsin. Okay. Is this proteose and protein peptones? Is this absorbable form? Can these
No.
will be absorbed? Sorry. Is this absorbable form? Means that can these will enter into blood vessel? No, it
No.
will not enter into blood vessel. We have to further break these down into smaller pieces. For example, protein is a very long chain. Protein is very long chain. You can see, suppose this is a protein made up of very long chain. Proteose and peptones is also made up of what, beta? Long chain. Okay, you can see it is also made up of, for example, 4 units. To convert this into absorbable form, we have to convert this into single unit. Okay, what is this single unit called? Amino acid.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the absorbable form of protein? What is the absorbable form of protein? I have told you from the very first classes, that is the amino acid. So we have to convert the protein into what, beta? Amino acid. Is the digestion completed in stomach?
No.
So we have to further break down the food in what? In which part of the alimentary canal?
Small intestine.
Small intestine. Please write down this, then we will move forward.
Right.
You are very fast, beta. Okay. So please,
Sir, done.
done. Okay. We will move into what, beta? Small intestine. Now food will enter into small intestine. Okay. Okay, where is my pen? Okay. Now food will enter into fifth part. Food will enter into small intestine. Small intestine. Okay. Which part of small intestine is responsible for digestion? Only duodenum, and jejunum, and jejunum is only duodenum and jejunum is responsible for digestion. We have three. We divided small intestine into how many parts? Because we divide small intestine into three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and the third part is what, beta? Ileum, ILEUM. These two are responsible for digestion. In these two parts, digestion will occur. Digestion will occur. In ileum, what will happen in ileum? Only absorption will occur. Only absorption will occur. Okay. So we have three parts of a small intestine. Please name these: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Okay. Duodenum and jejunum is responsible for digestion, and ileum is responsible for what, beta? Absorption of food. What, beta? Absorption of food. Absorption of food. Okay. So what will happen here? What will happen? Let me write down for you. Digestion complete. The complete digestion of food will take place. Food will take place. Okay. Complete digestion of what, beta? Food will take place. Okay. Okay. We have how many type of food? Fat, carbohydrate, and protein. We have started digesting carbohydrate from mouth. We have started digesting protein in stomach. We will start digesting small intestine in fat in small intestine. Okay. For digestion of fat, which juice is responsible, beta? Lipase. I have told you lipase. I have told you lipase or not, beta? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
You can see here. I have told you lipases is formed. Lipase is will be found in what, beta? Intestinal juice. Intestinal juice will be produced from what, beta? Intestinal gland. We are in which part of alimentary canal, beta? Small intestine. The small intestine have what, beta? Intestinal gland. This intestinal gland will secrete what, beta? Intestinal juice. This intestinal juice have, beta, various enzymes like dipeptidase, maltase, and lipase. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what will happen to fat is that the lipase from intestinal juice will convert the fat into what, beta? Into smaller particle called monoglyceride. What, beta? Monoglyceride. Monoglyceride. What, beta? Monoglyceride. Then again lipase will come, and lipase will convert this monoglyceride into, beta, fatty acids and glycerols. What, beta? Fatty acid and glycerols. These are absorbable form. These are what beta? Absorbable form. Absorbable form. Have we converted a carbohydrate into absorbable form? Yes or no?
No.
No, we haven't converted carbohydrate into absorbable form. Okay, so we have converted carbohydrate into what beta? We have converted carbohydrate into maltose. Yes or no? Maltose. We
Yeah.
have to further break down this maltose. Okay, so what will happen? We have maltose. We have beta. What beta? Maltose. Okay, maltose. I have. Sorry. We have maltose. I have told you that I have told you intestinal gland have enzymes like lipase and another enzyme called maltase. Yes or no? What will maltase do? Maltase will convert this. There will be another enzyme called maltase. So what will maltase do? Maltase will convert this maltose into what beta? Into glucose. Into what beta? Glucose. Glucose plus glucose. Is this glucose absorbable form? Is these absorbable form? Yes or
Yeah.
no? Okay. Glucose is an absorbable form. It can enter into our blood. Okay. So it is absorbable form. Okay. It is absorbable form. Okay. Now we will talk about what beta? Protein. We have converted protein into what beta? Proteose and peptones. Okay. We have to convert these into what beta? Amino acid. So now what will happen? Proteose and peptones. For proteose and peptones, we have which enzyme? We have another enzyme called, I have already told you, which enzyme beta?
Pepsin.
Dipeptidase. What beta?
Ah.
Dipeptidase. So what will dipeptidase do? It will convert these into what? Amino acids. What? Amino acid. Dipeptidase. What will dipeptidase do? It will convert proteose and peptose into amino acids. Amino acid. Is this amino acid an absorbable form? Yes or no?
Yeah.
This
Yes.
amino. Okay, yeah. Please ask.
No, I was answering.
Arshad, do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Is the digestion of food completed or not? We have break the food into what beta? We have converted the fat into what? Fatty acids and glycerol. This is absorbable form. We have converted carbohydrate into what beta? Glucose. This is an absorbable form. We have converted proteins into what beta? Amino acid. All these are what beta? Absorbable form. The digestion of food is now completed. Okay, yes or no?
Yes,
Please
sir.
write down this. Please write down this.
Done.
Now, what will happen in a large intestine then?
Absorption of water and drugs.
Absorption of water and mineral. No digestion will take place in large intestine. No digestion will take place in large intestine. Okay. Can I change the slide?
Yeah.
The sixth. Large intestine. Large intestine. What will happen in large intestine? No digestion will take place. No digestion will take place. What will happen? Only absorption of, if you absorption of what beta? Water and drug will take place. Absorption of, what is the meaning of absorption? Absorption means to enter into blood, to enter into blood. So absorption of what? Water and drug. Drug means medicine, not drug which you see in movies. Okay, drug means medicine. So some medicine is absorbed in where? Some medicines are absorbed into our blood vessel in large intestine. So absorption of water and drug will take place. And drug will take place. Okay, absorption of water and drug will take place. Okay. Okay. Please write down this. Now we have completed the digestion part. Now we will start with another topic in next class, that is called respiration. It will be a fresh topic. So Arshia, you can easily understand the fresh topic, I guess. Please write down this.
We're done.
Okay, can anyone of you tell me the procedure of test? What's the procedure of test? Have you given any
Procedure
test?
of what?
Have you given any class test?
I have give exam for the only digestion part, like till digestion.
I will take the test in next class. Okay, I will take
Yeah.
your test in next class. Okay, you have to give. You all have to give the test. Okay.
But so which chapter?
For which chapter? I will ask you only questions related with digestion only. Okay, I will ask you question from life
Third,
process
till digestion or okay.
till digestion. Till digestion, I will ask
Yeah.
you
No,
till
because
digestion.
this is the first class, right?
Arshia, you don't need to give the test because this is your first class, obviously. So you haven't studied any topic yet. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that test. Okay, you are free from that test.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So from next class, we will start with a very beautiful topic, that is respiration. Okay. Please tell me, what do you understand about this term respiration? What is respiration according to all of you? According to
Breathing.
you, breathing. According to Arshia, it is breathing. Sarah, what is respiration according to you?
Taking in energy and taking in oxygen and giving out carbohydrate. I mean, sorry, carbon dioxide.
Okay. You indirectly or directly you have told me the definition of breathing. No, beta, what we have done, we have taken the food, we have took the food, we have digested the food. What suppose we have eaten what? Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate from, suppose you have eaten rice. We all eat rice. Okay. What happened during digestion? This rice is converted into what, beta? Glucose, yes or no?
Yeah.
Now this glucose is entered into what, beta? This glucose will enter into what, beta? Blood. This glucose will enter into blood. Okay, yes or no? And blood will carry this glucose to whole body. Okay, blood flows around the body, yes or no? So blood will carry. Suppose these blue color structures are glucose molecule. Suppose these are glucose molecule, and our body is made up of cells or no? Suppose these are cells. Suppose these are cells. So what will happen? What will happen? This blood will carry what, beta? This blood will carry. This blood have what? Glucose, yes or no? This blood
Yes,
have
sir.
glucose. Okay. Is these cells living or dead?
Living.
Arshia, the cell present in our body is living or dead? Most of the cells are living. So living things required energy for survival, yes or no?
Yeah.
Living thing required energy for survival. Okay, so for energy we required food. So what will happen? These glucose molecule will enter into what, beta? Hamna, these glucose molecule will enter into what, beta? Enter into cells. Okay, so suppose this, let me write, suppose this is a enlarged view of cell. I have zoomed this cell. Okay, I have zoomed this cell. What will happen? We get what, beta? Glucose. Okay, blood will provide glucose to every cell. Now what will happen? Blood will also provide what? Oxygen. You must have studied that blood carry oxygen. Yes or no?
Yeah.
What will happen? When we breathe, we take oxygen inside our body. This oxygen will enter into blood, and this blood will carry the oxygen to whole body. So what will happen? This oxygen will also enter into cell. So suppose this is a cell. Suppose this is a cell. So what is happening here? We have provided glucose inside the cell. We have provided oxygen to the cell. Now what will happen? This glucose will convert into what, beta? ATP. What beta? ATP. And this ATP is what? Energy. You must have heard the term ATP.
Yeah.
Energy currency of the cell. So what is respiration? Respiration is the process in which we convert the digested food into what, beta? Energy.
Yeah.
Now you know the meaning of respiration. What is
Yeah.
the meaning of respiration? To break down the food into energy, to convert the digested food into energy. Okay. There is a part of a respiration which is called breathing, in which what we do, we take the oxygen. So in respiration, we will study two things. What, beta? First one is breathing. We will study what, beta? Breathing. Okay. How oxygen enter in our blood. And the second one is how energy is released, how energy is produced, how energy is produced. So we will study all this in our next class. Okay. Okay. Do you get my point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you know the meaning of respiration. What is the meaning of respiration? To convert the digested food into what? Energy. To convert the digested food in energy. Okay. Do you have another class after my class?
No.
You are free on Saturday, na? After my class.
Yeah.
Okay. So I teach you from 6:30 to 7:30 in next Wednesday. And after 7:30, you have to give me the what, beta? You have to give a test for about half an hour. It will be about half an hour. Okay. And I'll not ask you so much of question. Only 2 to 3 questions will be asked. Okay.
Sir, you mean 6:30 like Indian time or like?
It's very important. 6:30 Indian time. As
Okay,
usual.
okay.
Like, as usual. Okay. So I'll see you in next Wednesday at 6:30 Indian time. Okay. Now you all can leave. We will start our next topic in next class, in our next session, that is respiration. Any doubt?
Sir,
If yes, please ask.
sir, can you send me Arshia's number?
Okay. Okay. Arshia, you have to send me the number so I can forward this number to your new friend.
Okay, sir. I sent.
Sarah need the number. Thank you, Arshia. You got the details, Sarah? I don't know the country code. Okay.
Okay,
You
sir.
all
Done.
can. Okay, you all can leave now.